All right, Emma and I have been talking, trying to create some sort of a game that might be fun. It might not be fun, but we thought we would try to give it a try, right? It's a game that's going to be within a small group to start off with. And the idea is it helps people serve each other and do something fun and then show it to one another. So the game would kind of look like this. Everybody would get a role at the beginning of the day. So there would be a sheet like this that would tell everybody's name and their number of kindness points that they start off with. And, everybody starts with a certain number. And then every morning at 7 o'clock, for example, everybody would look and see what their role is for that day. So this morning, for example, would show everybody's role over here to the right. And the role indicates what they can do for that day to get money, to get kindness points, right? And so, for example, Emma ends up being the dessert baker here. So she would go to her site here. It's going to be a slides on Google that other people can go and look at, just the people in this group, of course. People can go and look at, and she could have a couple of them. One would be her one would be her for sale page. I thought we had the for sale page. Where'd it go? So did we not save the for sale page? So on this page, for example, it would say,
I was on a Google Doc.
oh, yeah, that's right. I was on a Google Doc. So it could be, it doesn't need to be slides. It could be a Google Doc as well. But we go to somewhere where Emma is going to show all the stuff that she has for sale today. All right. And it says for sale, 6 cookies, delicious, 10,000 or 1,000 kindness points. All right. And then somebody else could communicate with her and say, I want to buy those cookies. I want those cookies. And so whoever called back could say, I want to buy those cookies, or wouldn't need to necessarily call. It could be by calling. It could be by information, email or something like that, or however you guys can contact each other. And then you could say, yes, I still have some, or actually I just ran out, but next time I'm a baker, remember to, next time I'm the dessert baker, look into what I have for sale. And then that's can kind of give her a little bit of direction with what she wants to do with her day. She's going to make some cookies and then go deliver those cookies, and that person is going to, those people are going to transfer the points. And the points, again, the kindness points will be monitored on this ledger, and probably not a specific person, but maybe somebody like me will monitor the ledger so that you guys don't have to worry about so-and-so not doing it. But you guys could come into the ledger, and in this part, you could actually edit it and say, Emma sold 6 cookies to Annika for 1,000 what? Oh, sorry. That's an example, right? Okay? So, oops. Is that right? All right. So, and then at the end of the day, I can go and look at the list of all the different things that occurred or throughout the day and make the changes appropriately here. And so the different kindness points will go changing. All right. So you would have a different role every morning. You could either cycle through the roles in an orderly way, or you could have the roles randomized, right? So every morning is something different, and you don't know what it's going to be. Artist and craftsperson, right? This could be you drawing a picture, showing a picture of it somewhere and trying to sell it, or it could be you painting, or it could be you making a little craft and trying to sell it to somebody. All right. Dessert baker, that's pretty straightforward. You're going to make something that's sweet, and that's something you can sell that day. Athlete is, something you're going to do something, doesn't need to be like a sport necessarily, but maybe make a video of a trick shot, it would take a long time to do something silly, throw a ball into a hoop from 10 feet away or something like that, and make your video look like, oh, it's so easy, you know, I'm such a good athlete, right? So something like that. Or it could be falling backwards onto your bed and something pops up and lands perfectly over there, right? It doesn't need to be athletic like playing a sport. What would you sell? You would sell a video of it, and you would say on your page, right? So here, let me get into Emma's stuff to sell, for example. You would say here, Emma's stuff to sell. I have a fun video of me playing a funny sport. Only 200 kindness points because it wasn't that good, or 200, whatever. You can do the price you want to, and so somebody has to kind of take a risk and buy it. And they say, oh, I don't know if I want to buy that or not. But they're kindness points, so you're really being kind to somebody by buying it, right? Mm-hmm. So we have the kindness points, and you sell it to somebody, and then you get that video to them, right? You get that video to them. Now, the other part of this would be once you get something from somebody or begin collecting stuff from other people, all the stuff that you collect, whether it's a video or a picture of a picture, or if it's actual picture, right? If somebody can say, I made this painting and I'm willing to deliver it to somebody, so you can actually give it to them in their house. Or if I made these cookies, right? Then you would want to have, this would be Emma's not stuff to sell, but it would be her story. You would want to go collecting your story and showing the different things in the forms of pictures. And you could have one slide for every day, or you could have multiple slides for every day. And you could embed the videos here. So if you bought a video from Miranda, for example, and nobody else got to see it because Miranda sold you that video, you could put it here, and then other people could come and look at your video and say, oh, that was pretty good. I want to buy a video from Miranda next time. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So they get the story. Your story is where you would put your collection of stuff that you have. So that's the way it would go. And so what this provides is an opportunity for people to kind of serve one another and also prepare something nice like your story with somebody else. Also kind of improve your skills of salesmanship, trying to give your best product to somebody in some way. Okay? Did we go through all the roles already? So, the performer. The performer could be selling a little video clip of you giving a poem. It could be just you writing a poem, right? Or writing a story. Or it could be you selling an actual book, small little book that you made. All right. We would try to keep it in the performing arts side. We have what's called a traveling photographer. The traveling photographer would go to a location. It doesn't need to be far away. It could be just in their backyard or across the street from them, and take special pictures and collect them into a album, not a real album, but maybe 5 or 10 pictures. Sell it to somebody else. They could even advertise by showing a couple of those pictures. Somebody will say, oh, I want that in my story. So they would collect it and they would put it in their story. Does that make sense? And then the chef is like the dessert baker, but instead of baking a dessert, they're making something that's not sweet. So it could be something healthy. It could be something not so healthy, like a loaf of bread. Not that it's bad for you, but so the chef could do something like that. All right, does that make sense? What do you think? You think you want to try something like that? Maybe? I think if you tried it just for a week or two, and if it didn't work, say, never mind. But I think what it would do is provide you a platform to start from, and then you could say, we got to change it. This doesn't work. Nobody likes to do this. Or we got to start with less money or more money. Or we have to make it so you can buy, multiple people can buy the athletic video because everybody wants to have it on their story or something like that, right? Just start making new rules to adjust it. But it's not supposed to be competitive. It's just supposed to be an opportunity to provide service in different ways, different venues, right? Different kind of manners. All right? All right. Maybe you guys will try it.